passionate football fans, it is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have the ball first. Last time these two got together, Florida got to rub a little salt in the wound as they blew out the Noles.
Well, that was a statement win by the Gators, and I think that win really helped push a bunch of high school prospects that might have been considering both the Seminoles and Gators to Gainesville. That game had a huge impact this offseason for the Gators.
Gives it on the option. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like? There he goes! Just keeps moving! He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Farmer. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All the way back to the 15. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Florida's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Looking deep. And he'll pull it in inside the 20.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort.
Turning it on. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He's got it still on his feet. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. And on 4th down, here comes comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college, didn't start playing football until later, and in fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time, this game has featured so many of the biggest names in the sport. You think about Bobby Bowden, Steve Spurrier on the sidelines, Charlie Ward, Chris Swanky, Tim Tebow, Danny Werkel, Heisman Trophy winners. This game has had it all.
Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they can't make the play on third down. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Finds the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. To the air, it's Berry. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now, if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on fourth down. They're dealing with a second and long. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well give it to him again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Behind the change now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Pressure coming. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jackson. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. It is loud in here as they try to help them get a stop on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pocket breaking down. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Montgomery.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The Seminoles backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson.
You run the slant route day 1, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom. Stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Finds his man. It's Farmer. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To throw, it's Glenn. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Noles are marching down the field. Got a man, it's Farmer. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab on the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll take another shot here. Brings it in down the left side. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Some misdirection with the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short game. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped him.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking to get it in. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal And the Seminoles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Knowles! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Line gets set, first down. Dropping back, it's Berry. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in.
Yeah, the defense is going to have their hands full. They're going to have to find a way to get this tight end double because in man coverage, he's just too much. Nobody right now is able to run with him. Big play there on the corner route. I think they're going to have to start giving him safety help.
Complete in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Pass completion move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Jackson. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The give to Davis. Breaks the and runs through another guy.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Fires left. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So 1st down will open up the final period. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. On target over the middle. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Got his man quickly.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
And the Noles want to crank the tempo.
You coming into this game. If they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. He's going to let it go. Got it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Bringing it back. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Gives it on the option. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. The sweet feet buy a little time. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. It can get a little heated, and it did. And this